Warning. Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show. Determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face, he kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, the Whippy.
Yo, welcome to the Crotch Shot Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We are on an active war against bullshit. We would do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the memes. So if you're angry and want the truth exposed, then strap in the prepare to be shocked. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I'm your host, Louie B. I takes no bullshit from nobody. I expose the bullshit of society and chop it up into easy to digest chunks for you. Today won't be any different. Today, I saw this article. Also, it was reported by InfoWars. And, I mean, I've done shows about this topic before. And, you know, the more I keep talking about this subject, you know, people keep, oh, you hate women, you're being ridiculous, oh, what's the big deal? I'm, of course, talking about recently traditional masculinity is being deemed, or some have deemed it, a mental illness. But first, before I get into that topic, I would like to play this song, Martin Luther King Speaks. And I'm going to be doing this for the whole month of January. So.
Let us rise up tonight with a greater readiness. Let us stand with a greater determination. And let us move on. In these powerful days, these days of challenge, to make America what it ought to be. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. I'm not worried about anything, I'm not fearing anything. Our eyes have seen the glory of the Lord. 1960, students all over the South started sitting in at lunch hours. And I knew that as they were sitting in, they were really standing up for the best in the American dream. And taking the whole nation back to those great wells of democracy, which were dug deep by the founding fathers in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. I'm not worried about anything, I'm not fearing anything. Our eyes have seen the glory of the Lord. 1962, the Negroes in Albany, Georgia, decided to straighten their backs up. And whenever men and women straighten their backs up, they are forget 1963. Black people in Birmingham, Alabama, aroused the conscience of this nation, brought into being the Civil Rights Bill. Later that year in August, I would try to tell America about a dream that I had. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. I'm not worried about anything. I'm feeling anything. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
And that was, of course, what you call that? The thing that Little John used, auto-tuned. An auto-tuned speech of Martin Luther King. And the reason why I played that at the top of the show is what he did. The dedication it took. The bravery it took. You know, he was a leader. And it's a male quality. I'm not saying women can't lead, but it's usually men that lead the charge. And then, women follow. They follow a man's example. They follow a man's example to either, start their own thing, start their own business, start their own movement. Martin Luther King knew somehow that he probably wouldn't survive. It's a risk that, and the reason why I say it's a male thing, I, as a man, I know I'm disposable. I know that, and I've heard the argument before, oh, well, they're the military, they're the police. In case there is a Red Dawn type situation, and watch the movie, you don't understand what I mean, I would be expected to go fight in the resistance because I'm a male. I would be expected to lay down my life. I'm expected to lay down my life for my family, for my girlfriend or wife or any random female on the street. That is that's the obligation of me being a male. It's women and children first. And if you don't stay in the ship to drown, or you don't stay in the burning building to die, you get your man card revoked. And honestly, I'm not complaining. If that is my responsibility, I am more than happy to fulfill that responsibility. Because that is a sense of honor. And honestly, that type of honor is going away. Like, I look at these new kids growing up, like a generation below me. I mean, I know they say Generation Z is more conservative than millennials. I don't know. Maybe in New York, I just don't see it. But I know a lot of millennials are just ridiculous. Like, the fact that, I got people like, oh, you know how to cook? Why do you cook? Why don't you just order out? I'm not saying that's a masculine trait, but I'm just saying doing for yourself, taking care of yourself, but also having loyalty to your family. Where was I going with this? It'll come to me. But you know, it takes a certain amount, like, and that is masculinity. That is pure, good-hearted masculinity. Wanting to, and look, boys are physical. That's what happens. They play fight, and you see it in nature. You see, like, little male babies, like male baby animals, they fight. They play fight. They're rambunctious. That is their energy. And the fact that you try to squash, like, society or whoever, the left, or whoever you want to blame, tries to squash this energy like it's a bad thing. Boys destroy things. Yeah, and boys then learn how to create things. Boys then learn how to build things, rebuild. I mean, hold on. Let me. I want to play this clip here. This is from the Boondock Saints. I played this before. It's one of my favorite scenes from a movie. It's from Boondock Saints 2. And I just want to hear this. Just want to play this real quick. Yeah, it's called Rocco's speech from Boondock Saints 2.
And build things. Then we die. It's in our fucking DNA. That's what we do.
And when it all falls down,
We build it right back up again. But this time bigger. Better. Look what we can do. Look how fucking beautiful we are. You think the men that built all this had it easy?
hard men.
Doing hard shit. And that gives me a hard on. But not in a gay way or anything.
No, of course not.
Yeah, it goes without saying.
I am so sick of this self-help, 12-step, leftover, hippie generation bullshit.
Now they don't want you to do anything, right? Just sit there. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't drive fast.
Kiss my ass! Fuck it, do it all, I say. You think Duke Wayne spent all his time talking about his feelings with a fucking therapist?
There's no fucking way he did!
John Wayne died with 5 pounds of undigested red meat in his ass. Now that's the man! Real men hide their feelings. Why?
Because it's none of your fucking business!
Men do not cry. Men do not pout. Men kiss you in the fucking jaw and say...
Thanks for coming out.
That's right. I mean, and look, are like when are men really happy? Do men really come out like when they do that whole hippy dippy shit? No, we are not happy. We're not. We're happy, like, why do you think Jackass was a thing? It's just guys doing dumb shit. It's hilarious. Why do you think that show that was supposed to be a male version of The View got canceled, like, what, after 1 season? Not even? They didn't even make it a full season? Like, no one gives a fuck. Like, guys weren't gonna watch that shit. Housewives don't really care about the other side, the male view. In fact, hold on. Let me Google that. Like, do women really want to hear about our feelings? Do you really, like, honestly, you watch TV, any sitcom, any guy that's sensitive about his feelings, he's a fucking joke. Women don't want a sensitive guy. Women want a masculine guy. They want a guy that's going to smack them in the ass, go out, bust their ass to work, come home with the fucking paycheck, or go out hunt, do man shit, fix the car, take care of his family, protect his family, educate his kids. Like, I this is how I was raised. You know, the man is the spiritual leader of the family. He guides the family. He teaches the family. He provides, he protects. That's it. I mean, like in that clip I just played, Rocco's speech, I mean, from Boondock Saints, Rocco's talking about how look at the buildings we built. Look at society that men have built. They didn't have time to be fucking crying about, oh my God, you know, you gotta, you know, oh, I got a hangnail or Dave hurt my feelings. No, fuck that. They probably fell off the fucking Empire State Building while they were putting up the goddamn steel beams in to his death because they didn't have those safety laws back then. It's like, oh well, you know, Dave's dead, but here's Steve. Like right the next day, you gotta get the fucking job done. And we've lost that. We've lost a lot of that. Like I do understand why society's trying to feminize us. And I know I've done this show, and it's like, oh, you hate women, oh, what's the big deal? Let me tell you what the fucking big deal is. It's like they like society, they hate masculine, they shame us for everything. And here's the thing, and the confusing thing about that is, it's like they don't know what they want. They shame us for being men, but at the same time shame us if we're not men enough. There is no middle ground. There is no middle ground. Because if you do everything you're told that they tell you, you're not good enough. You're not man enough. Or if you do that, oh, you're too rough, you're such a man. I've been told that. You're such a man. Like, thank you. I mean, and it's like, oh, toxic masculinity. Look, I'm willing to concede certain bad behaviors that men do. Guys, if a woman says no, it's no. Leave her the fuck alone. Like, honestly, there's gonna, like, that one chick that curves everyone, and she takes pride on, like, oh, I curve all these dudes. Because I've seen that. Like, they'll even curve the dude that has the car, the job, I don't know, the big dick, I guess. I wouldn't know. But, you know, has everything that they're looking for, but they curve him because they take pride from it. They're like, all these thirsty dudes. All these thirsty dudes, they want me. Sweetie, I'm a guy. Having an interest in a woman is in my fucking DNA. Being attracted to a woman is in my DNA. I can't help that. You know, and if men could, we wouldn't be here. I was watching a Bill Hicks special on Netflix, and he's like the definition of pornography is anything that doesn't have any artistic merit and causes sexual thought. And he's like, he made the point that Playboy did not start sexual thought. Did not cause sexual thought. Sexual thought caused the creation of Playboy, essentially. If there were no sexual thought, no one would be here. In fact, women get sexual thoughts too. Women get horny too. I mean, I'm tired of this whole women are chaste shit, because, you know, back in the day it was women that were like viewed as sex crazed. I don't know how that flipped. But And it's not so much like, you know, if a man is pursuing you, okay, you got these jerks that, you know, all they want is sex. They don't, you know, they don't want anything deeper than that. And I'm willing to admit, look, I was like that. That, you know, at some point, you know, I was like, I just need to get laid. I need to get laid. Doesn't mean I want to rape a chick. That doesn't sound sexy to me. But, you know, if a chick says no, just back to my original point. If a chick says no or is not interested, all right, leave her be. Because she's going to keep curving and curving and curving until, you know, there's no guy that wants her. She'll either be too old and undesirable herself, and then no guy will want her. Young girls like to do that dumb shit. They like to, oh, you know, I'm too good. I actually wanted this one girl on my show who, you know, I wanted to have her discuss this because she's constantly on Instagram, on Snapchat. In fact, I knew her when she was a little girl, but she grew up to be a very curvaceous woman, very curvaceous, pretty woman. But she's always like posting pictures of her in a thong, showing her ass and something see through, you know, something. Let's just call it sexy, whatever. But she talks about how she has a boyfriend, but then she's like still single because she doesn't have a ring on her finger, so she sees all these dudes. She's one of those. And like she has all these guys that will pay for her expensive vacations. Like she was in Jamaica the other day, and now she headed to Europe. And some guy paid for it. Paid her entire trip. And she's like, oh well, I curved him, but he still paid for it. Excuse-moi? He wasn't good enough to date or anything, but he still paid. He was still nice enough to pay for your way. Okay. I personally wouldn't have done that. I would have been like, oh, okay, well, I'm canceling the tickets. Find your own way home. Oh, by the way, you're homeless. Like, I'm so independent. I'm independent now, but because all these guys want to pay. And honestly, and this is what we refer to as, you know, what we refer to as the wall, because looks fade. And because she's still in her early 20s, and her looks are gonna fade, and she's not gonna look as cute anymore. And you know, from my personal experience, you know, from what I've seen and, you know, basically what I feel, guys don't put up with that crap much for very long. They'll take it from the young chick because, you know, hey, they have hope. Me, I don't put up with it. I don't put up with that shit with any chick. Because, I mean, I got inoculated out of that shit in junior high school, where the girls used to come up to me and flirt with me a little bit so that way they could get 50 cents so they could get an extra milk. And then they just go back to, like, not talking to me. And it's like, wait, what? They're like, oh, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to, get away from me. You're fat, you're ugly. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's how it is. Okay, then what the fuck am I paying for? The fuck are you trying to get money out of me? Oh, you're stingy. So are you. You're stingy with the money. I'm stingy with the money. You're stingy with the pussy. And that's it. I mean, I know what my role is early on. You know? And you know, you wanna call it toxic masculinity. Hey, you know what? They would if there was no toxic femininity. But anyways, but you know, if I don't do my role, if I don't pay for a woman's way, you know, oh, she's a lady. Just because you're a female doesn't mean you're a lady. Like, just because you're a male doesn't mean you're a gentleman. Same thing. You're not gonna, you know, people, we use each other. And you know, but the thing is, it's guys that get the whole blame. But if anybody's but anyways, let me read this article. If you guys want to come in, the number is 347 927 6824, or I got the Skype open, and that's Crotch Shot Radio on Skype. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this article came out. Traditional masculinity is declared harmful. New mental health guidelines. The flagship professional organization for American psychiatrists has issued new guidelines for working with men and boys that encourage mental health professionals to eschew traditional masculinity, which has been deemed by the 115,700 member American Psychological Association to be harmful. What is gender in the 2010s? It's no longer just this male and female binary. If we could change men, we can change the world, said University of South Alabama's Dr. Ryan McDermott, a psychologist involved in drafting the new guidelines, which were 13 years in the making. Okay, let me ask you this. Men fight. Men protect. Men hunt. And this point is being made everywhere. You attack the men, you attack the defenses. You're attacking the defenses of society. Like, the thing is, how come they don't attack femininity? Well, I guess they are. I guess they are attacking femininity. But it seems like really they're attacking men extra hard. They try to discourage such behavior. They come into our spaces. They fucked up football. They constantly keep throwing all this like feminine shit in male spaces, or they just want to invade male spaces, like, you know, like gaming. For the longest time, women were not interested in gaming. And then you have people like Anna Sarkeesian and that trans woman, something Wu. They go in. It's like, we want to be included. Well, then make your own fucking game. Why don't you go and program your own shit? No, you want to go and fuck up shit, infrastructure that was already built up. You want to change shit that has always been. Like, come on. Like, honestly. In fact, hold on. Let me play this one clip. These two women make a slam poem about Super Mario. Here you go. Let me play this shit.
Princess Peach speaks. Thanks, Mario, I guess, for fighting all those Koopa Troopas.
And riding on the backs of dolphins.
And traveling all the way to Star World to save me.
You keep saying it was a lot of hard work.
How you almost lost all of your 99 lives.
How I should be grateful.
But from my corner of the castle, it looked a lot like adventure. But what do I know?
I'm just a kitten caught up in a tree.
I get to sit in this 8-bit castle.
Guarded by that fire-breathing turtle fuck. And I'm here for however long it takes your
slow shit ass to get past that fucking flying level. And now, of course, what I want to do is get mad.
See, and the men are laughing because that fire level is a bitch. It's a fucking pain in the ass, that fucking fire level. They're laughing because not because they're of them. They're laughing because they know how hard that fucking level is. And notice it's mostly men laughing. But I mean, you could look, Mario. I mean, yeah, fictional character, but let's really break it down. Mario fucking risks his own fucking life over and over and over again because Princess Peach couldn't fucking keep herself from getting captured all the motherfucking time. Like, honestly, who the fuck do you like those fucking castle guards, whatever, can't protect her from the fucking? They can't even stop a cold. Well, who can't stop a cold? That's stupid. I'm sorry. But constantly getting captured by Bowser. But anyways.
Married, enter into another imprisonment called matrimony with you.
You, whose brother wears the exact same outfit as you except in a different color.
Like twin little fucking infants.
He's always whispering into my hair.
Damn, Peach, if only I'd got to you first. But your princess is in another castle.
Filing her taxes.
Because she's a princess.
And makes a hell of a lot more money than you.
Mario, when she needs her toilet unclogged.
She'll call you.
Mario, but your princess is in another castle.
I don't know, preparing to inherit rule of an entire country?
Princess Peach got work to do. Princess already brushed her hair today.
Now Princess gotta make some phone calls.
Send some emails. Get her ball gown fitted just right. Oh! You thought Princess was trapped by Bowser?
Maybe Princess hired Bowser as a bouncer.
Because she didn't have time to reject you at the door.
What makes you think every time Princess doesn't answer, it means she needs your help?
Can a woman get some alone time around here to deal with her shit?
What shit you...
Well, maybe because the fucking thing she shows her getting captured, and she's like, "Help, Mario!" Like Jesus.
I don't know. Body image, rape culture, motherhood, gender roles, the fact that no one will let her wear anything but a pink dress. You ride a dinosaur who comes in more colors than I do.
I don't ever get to ride a dinosaur.
You fought off a baseball throwing football player, and now you're entitled to Peach's Peach? I should have stayed with Bowser. Because at least he called himself Monster.
At least he knew what he was.
Not some one-dimensional super nerd who thinks human decency is foreplay, who thinks the savior complex gets me wet.
You're a plumber.
So I thought you'd be able to smell your own bullshit. You're the date who buys a nice dinner then calls me a bitch when I don't let you upstairs.
You're the guy on the street who tells me to smile before cutting it into me.
You're all the states in America.
Well, you know why guys get upset? It's like, okay... You know, if you don't like a guy, it's like don't go out on a date with him. Say fucking no. But no, because you know, it's like it's a game. It's like guys are not really getting mad because they're not getting any ass after the date. They're really getting mad because it's like you've been used. You know, she like you then realize, oh, she doesn't really like you. You were just fucking paying for her entertainment because her ass is hungry and thirsty, literally. But you know she couldn't get the guy she really, because the guy she really wants would not dare take her out. So if you want to know what's really killing dating, it's that type of attitude. It's that like, oh, like men are to be used and shit. It's like, okay, well. Here, you know, and honestly, hey, guys, we need to stop doing that, too. If you don't really like a girl, don't try to fuck her. Easy. Break.
America, where it is legal to rape your wife. So fuck you, Mario.
Here's a level.
You can beat it. Get a life.
All right. Notice how all the guys are fucking crying. They're like, wee! Woo! Mediocrity! Woo! Other guys are like, they only laugh at one point because, yeah, that fucking fire level's the hardest. Son, damn. Then you got this shit.
Scouts! Oh, Scouts! Ready for your song about President Trump?
Yay! Yay! Ready be dropping to beat that sick. We're gonna rap about a president sexist dick.
You call women fat pigs? Show no respect.
Try to grab my pussy? You're gonna get wrecked. Couldn't plan parent.
And of course, course, they do that. Oh, you're gonna grab my pussy. When you're rich and famous, women let you grab them by the pussy. Yeah, let's ignore that. Let's ignore the truth that when you're rich and famous, no matter how you look, women will throw themselves at you. And even probably grab your hand and stick it between their legs. But hey, let's have these little girls rap about inaccurate shit.
Hood, health care, and a dinner or something, you fucked up hair.
You said the ladies? You gotta treat them like shit. Accused rapist, sex, assault.
Accused, not convicted. And a lot of those accusations mysteriously disappeared.
And take away a woman's abortion right?
What abortion rights got taken away? Oh, you're gonna take our... Like, honestly, that fear-mongering shit. I know I'm going on a fucking tangent here. But this shit, like, honestly. And they're like, oh, masculinity is a mental illness. You know what's really giving me fucking a mental agita right now? Is bullshit like this. It's the constant lies. It's the constant lies. Because you know what? Ladies, any feminists out there, you're gonna need me. And I'm not gonna expect sex out of you. But you're going to need me to either kill a spider or fight off a rapist from somebody who really is mentally fucking deranged. And I know it would be my fucking responsibility to fight that motherfucker off. Honestly, guys like me, we go around like, I wish a motherfucker would try to rape someone around me. I wish a motherfucker would. And honestly, and I tend to think that is the majority of men that think like me. Like, I wish a motherfucker would. And I already know, like, when it comes to my mom, when it comes to my female cousins, my female family members, it is not a question. It would not be a question. It would not be a fucking hesitation that if they were in danger, I will gladly lay down my life. But no, that's toxic masculinity. I think it is romantic, not in a sexual way, not in a man loves a woman type of way, but general romantic idea to lay down one's life for either for a cause, for a noble cause, for your country, for your family. Actually, no, let me do that in order. For God, country, for God, family, and country, and a cause. I guess cause would probably been there. But in that order, God, family, country. To lay down your life. And that is a masculine way of thinking. That's a mental issue. That's a mental issue now. I didn't know I was being so fucking retarded. Anyways.
Please, Warren, I'll take it down on a bike like Princess Leia choked out Jabba the Hutt. The Women's March showed.
Okay, so here's the thing. Why don't they? First of all, Elizabeth Warren, she lied. She's a fake. She took a blood test. She's what 1,024 Native American. One of my good friends, he's been on the show, Mr. Majesty. He's been on here. He did his 21andMe. He's 7% Native American. He's more Native American than Elizabeth Warren. And honestly, if they didn't track my DNA, I want to do that, but I'm so afraid that my DNA will end up on a fucking database somewhere. And used against me somehow. Anyways, and then these women always point to like some fictional character. First of all, Jabba the Hutt and Princess Leia is not real. I mean, it's a story. And you know what? I love Carrie Fisher because she did a great job as Princess Leia. May she rest in peace. But they think this shit is cute.
Women's mouth can't be shut. Super callous, fraudster, racist, sexist, not my POTUS.
Yes, your POTUS. If you're an American, he's your president. Ha ha.
Get man. Bullshit, racist, Muslim ban. You love or not?
First of all, it's the same. God, let me not. Let me just focus on one shit. But you know, they do this shit, and it's like, God, it's just pretending. You're pretending to be fucking tough, and that's just that annoys me too. Cause honestly, the women, like at my job, the women like to like talk tough and shit, and because they think that they're not gonna get spoken to. And I'm like, and I love that surprised look on their face when I tell them about themselves right back. Like, wait, what? Like there was this one, one lesbian, because she carried herself like one, and she admitted she was one. She thought she could yell at me, and I told her very calmly, calm down, okay, sweetheart. I know I was being not demeaning, but dismissive. I'm like, first of all, just 5 seconds. I was signing out. Yeah, but I live in Jersey. But I'm like, calm down. It's not that serious. It's not even 4 o'clock yet. You have time to leave. You're still getting out before 4 o'clock. Relax. Oh, well, you could have just let it, relax. And I was, joking. I was like, well, if you continue having a problem, you catch me outside. How about that? And, I did like a little dance, like, ha. But, it's like, stop it. Get some help. You get help. And it's that bullshit thing that they tell, women have been subjugated for men for tens of thousands of years. Like, first of all, you act as if you lived through tens of thousands of years. And I think shit has gotten better for women. This whole Me Too thing started off good. I hope Harvey Weinstein gets convicted. Because, there's actual audio evidence of him trying to fucking harass a woman. There's audio evidence. That motherfucker's guilty. That chick was, I forgot her name, so that's what I'm calling her chick. That woman, Brave, got fucking evidence. I hope she gets her fucking justice against Harvey Weinstein. R. Kelly, there's actual video evidence of him doing shit. I don't know how the fuck he got out the first time, but I hope he gets convicted. But now they take it a step further, and now, if you approach a woman, that's sexual assault. So I can't even go up and say, excuse me, miss, what's your name? I just wanna get to know you. The night is young, girl, give me a chance. No, that's sexual assault. Wait, what? I mean, I wish I could have gotten Mercedes Carrera on, because last time she was on here, she was talking about how men seem to be disinterested in sex. And I honestly, maybe it could be a combination of the chemicals they put in the food or whatever. But also could be fear. Because it's like, me personally, I got no desire to rape a chick. I don't want to rape a chick. I want a chick to come to my bed willingly. I want a chick to want me as much as I want her. And you know what? There are times that a chick has come to my bed willingly, but she wasn't interested. Well, not interested, but she wasn't as into it as I was. And I just kicked her out. I was like, you know what? This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Because, if it feels like I'm forcing you, it's a fucking turnoff. Like, I can't even catch an erection that way. It's like, oh God, do you really want to do this? Yeah. No, you don't. Your actions are telling me no. I mean, and honestly, if a guy could ignore that, ignore those signs, it's like, no, you're a scumbag. You're not a rapist, you're just a scumbag. Because, I mean, she did give consent. It's just that I didn't believe her consent. You have some nutcases out there that they don't believe their non-consent. They're like, oh, you said no, but you say yes. Me, I'm the type of guy is like, you say yes, but you're really telling me no. I don't believe that you say yes. And that's all part of protecting. That's all part of protecting. But, it's a mental illness. Masculinity is a mental illness. Wanting to be competitive is a mental illness. Wanting to hunt is a mental illness. Wanting to protect your family is a mental illness. Wanting to provide for your family is a mental illness. Honestly, if men were discouraged back in the 40s, we wouldn't have... Well, yeah, 40s? Okay. Back in the day, probably New York City wouldn't look the way it does. We would have had soy boys long ago. Everyone would be all fucking super feminine. I'm sorry. Like, all this time is, respect the divine feminine. Respect the divine feminine. Well, you gotta respect the divine masculine. You need both energies to survive. You need to respect the male energy. You need to respect the female energy. They're complementary. They're not competitive against each other. You need both. But then it's a mental illness. And I know I'm freaking jumping around. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna play this quick song, and I'm gonna regroup. This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show, kicking the issues in the balls. This song I'm playing is from Section 8 Cartel, called Dreamcatcher.
Hopelessness and emptiness is on my head. I don't know how to feel. I can't tell what is real. I won't live through today. I just don't wanna stay. It was you that kept me laughing inside. It was you that kept me alive last night. It was your voice that I heard in my head, even when I thought it, baby. Feels the same. Hopelessness and emptiness is on my head. I don't know how to feel. I can't tell what is real. I won't live through today. I just don't wanna stay. It was you that kept me laughing. It was you that kept me alive last night. It was your voice that I heard in my head, even when I thought it, baby. or I can let them catch me. Spend the night time chasing dreams, or I can let them catch me. Spend the night time chasing dreams, or I can let them catch me. Spend the night time chasing dreams, or I can let them catch me. Spend the night time chasing dreams, or I can let them catch me. It was you that kept me laughing inside. It was you that kept me alive last night. It was your voice that I heard in my head, even when I thought it, baby. Spend the night time chasing dreams, or I can let them catch me. Spend the night time chasing dreams, or I can let them catch me. Spend the night time chasing dreams, or I can let them catch me. Spend the night time chasing dreams, or I can let them catch me. Spend the night time chasing dreams, or I can let them catch me. Can't catch me.
That was Section 8 Cartel with their song Dreamcatcher. We got a few minutes left to the show. If you guys want to call in, the number is 347-927-6824, or you can Skype me at Crotch Shot Radio. Anyways, I mean, the reason, this is an attack on men. It really is an attack on men. It is a lot deeper than worrying about our mental health, because they don't give a shit about our mental health. If they did, they wouldn't be doing this shit in the first place. This doesn't help veterans not kill themselves. You got guys, we put it all out there on the line. And then the worst thing that can happen is we're not appreciated. Our sacrifices are diminished. They're marginalized. And it's like, well, fuck it. What did I do? End it all. When it comes to dating, they shame men for having a sexual preference. If you're homophobic if you don't want to suck another man's dick, or you're transphobic if you don't want to date a trans. I have nothing against gays or trans people, both of which I've had on this show on many, many occasions over the years. Twice in 2 weeks in a row, I've had trans women on here. I respect their pronouns. I respect their identity. The problem is you have this society that doesn't respect male identity. They want to change male identity. They will constantly want to redefine it, and then they do it on the fly. So that way, if we don't adjust quick enough, they could say that we're being violent. Have you noticed that how this body positivity movement doesn't have any straight males? Yeah, because you know why? Because then you can't have guys that look like me running around, trying to shame women for not wanting to date me because I'm fat. You only have like gay dudes on there. You have gay dudes. You have women and gay dudes. That's all you got. And the one thing about masculinity that women seem to forget is chivalry. Chivalry is dead. Chivalry is dead. Shit like this is what killed chivalry. Feminism killed chivalry because, like, chauvinistic son of a bitch. Bill Burr has done that bit many, many, many times. I'm not going to repeat it. But the biggest thing in here is they want us to keep our male responsibility. They want us to continue doing what is expected out of us as men, but without having the male expectations. And what I mean by that is, in a relationship, we shouldn't expect a woman to cook or clean if we're busting our ass, fixing the stuff in the home, helping maintain the home, bringing in a paycheck to keep the family fed, keep you fed, do all these things. But we need to still continue being good husbands, serving. They want us to become slaves and not leaders. They want us to not be leaders anymore. They don't want us to be able to fight anymore. They don't want us to, well, specifically, and you might think I'm being overly dramatic, they don't want us fighting evil anymore. Because it is men that will stand up and fight the figurative and literal demons out there. That is our job. That is our job. Is to fight the bad guys, to fight the demons. That's why there's this attack. That's why they're like, oh, masculinity is a mental illness. Oh, that's toxic masculinity. Traditional masculinity, this. Because traditional masculinity keeps the fucking demons, the wolves at bay. Cause you think that that dude that dresses up as a girl, a lock something that does slam poetry, who walks around in a dancing tongue like this, you know. You think he's gonna stand and fight? Nah, he's gonna put his hair in pigtails and like, I'm just a girl, and run away. They are preparing us. They're preparing this society for a fall. And the way to do it is by shaming men for being men. And I know a lot of people have made this point. And I'm just agreeing with this point because I see it too. You know, that's what it comes down to. You know, and essentially, I mean, they're throwing the baby out with the bathwater by basically guilting by association all those psychopaths. And honestly, they are psycho. They're monsters. They're monsters with the faces of men that rape, that do all that dumb shit. And honestly, yeah, you got to teach boys how to act, how to behave, how to be gentlemen. You also got to teach them how to be warriors, teach them how to be leaders, because that's their male energy. That's putting their male masculinity energy to positive use. Teaching them that they have to protect. Giving them if they have a sister. Teaching him that his responsibility, even if his sister's older than him, that his responsibility is to protect his sister, to sacrifice his life for his sister if need be. That is proper training. That's what prepares him to be a part of being a good man. Not a nice guy, a good man. And we should all strive to be good men. And no, you're not crazy if you believe in traditional male values. It is you, it is us that protects society. It is us that our responsibility is to fight the demons. Like that quote. You know, the only thing that allows evil to prevail is when good men, not nice guys, good men do nothing. And they're trying to destroy good men so that way evil can prevail. Don't think it's nothing more than that. It's not for any body positivity or tolerance. Because you know what? I could tolerate homosexuals. I could tolerate trans. I could tolerate anyone in the sexual spectrum. But just don't make me feel like a piece of shit when I don't want to date a person that has that. I could be your friend. I'll show you respect. I've done it in real life. I've done it on this show. It's just not something I'm not into. Sorry. That's not how I'm wired. And that, you know, if you want me to, you gotta have to tolerate me. Anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the Crowd Shot Radio Show. Please come back next week. Hopefully, I'll be more pissed off. But as always, from my house to your house, mahalo.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Help the Crowd Shot Radio Show grow and thrive by doing something you already do. Shop on Amazon. Amazon always has great deals for whatever you are looking for. From survivalists and riot gear to beanie babies. Next time you're going to shop at Amazon, use my link. The prices stay the same, but I get credit for the sale. Just go to tinyurl.com/LouisB and just shop normally, knowing that you're helping support the Crowd Shot Radio Show. That's tinyurl.com/LouisB.